Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So The Call is a Netflix original South Korean film, and it's a combination of a thriller slash sci-fi slash horror film. And boy, was this a movie. And so the general story is there's this character, her name is Seo-young, and she goes back to her old childhood home, and in it she finds a cordless phone. And then when the phone rings, on the other side is Young Suk. Now there's really nothing weird about this except for the fact that Young Suk is in the past in 1999, 20 years ago. And in this mix, we also have a serial killer, and now we have our movie. So getting to the things that I absolutely love about this film is the story. And so this movie is written and directed by first-time director Lee Chung-hyeon, and this is just an excellent story overall because of the fact that it combines so many genres, and it does it so well where you're constantly thinking of what's going on, why is this occurring, and the whole sci-fi element is blended in there so well that you don't really think about it too much. And so as you're watching this, So-yeon, she has her own problems in her life, and then whenever she talks to Young Suk, she has her own problems at that time. And slowly but surely, as So-yeon is developing a relationship with Young Suk and finding out that they're not exactly in the same time, and then understanding that Young Suk has a history with this home, that's when things start to unravel and unfold in ways that you do not expect. And then surrounding this are a cast of very interesting characters who aren't like the main characters of this story, but they serve to help drive the story even further. And each one of them have their own stories as well. So there's a lot of mystery in there. And at the same time, when it gets to the point of the serial killer being involved with this, then we have our thriller slash horror element. And wow, there's just a lot of tense situations. There's really never a moment where you don't feel stressed or worried, because there's not really many happy moments in this movie. This is a very dark film, and the story just really captures you from the beginning to the end. And so that's the first and best thing about this film is the story and the directing that goes along with it. And the second thing that I really enjoyed about this film is the acting. And so the two main actresses we have is Park Shin hye, who plays So-yeon, and Jeon Jong seo, who plays Young Suk. They are our central characters, and they do a fantastic job. And what I really enjoy about their acting is they evolve as the characters evolve. So as you're learning more about these characters, they change, they shift in mood, in personalities, in the way that they react to things, especially with things going on around them. And then when the tension and stress builds, you could see that in their faces. You could see that emotionally and physically, and they really do help to tell this story with just some superb acting. And all the rest of the actors and actresses in this film, I really think they do a good job in providing support, even though they're not the main characters in this film. I just really feel that the casting overall is done well. And then another thing that I really liked about this movie is the overall look. This is a very dark film, and so the way in which it was shot, the colors, everything's really muted, and it's really dirty at some points, and it's meant to be that way. The costume design, cinematography, set designs, they're all done very well. And at the same time, since this is a sci-fi film, it does have special effects moments. It's not really a heavy special effects film, but they're there, and it's really done well. I mean, it's so many moments where as the world is changing around them and you see this, the special effects are seamless, and they do add to the overall story, just like everything else in this film. And then the final thing that I really enjoyed about this film is the air of mystery surrounding it. A lot of things are there. There's a lot of details, but many things are not explained. And so in that case, you're wondering, you're thinking about these things because, there is a 20-year time span within this. And at the same time, it's just not really one time span. There's like alternate time spans because of this whole sci-fi element. And so this whole mystery element adds a lot to the story. And at the same time, you do want to know more about this world and these characters. So if the writer-director ever decides to do a sequel or maybe a side movie to this, I think it could go even deeper in this world. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. Now, getting to the thing that I did not enjoy about The Call. To be honest with you, this is a near perfect film for me. And about the only thing that I could nitpick, if I had to be objective, as I mentioned just a little bit earlier, that this does have a lot of mystery. And so if you are that type of person who likes things explained to them with a lot of exposition, you're not going to get that here. And I think that's one of the most appealing things about this film. And beyond that, there's really nothing else. And as you could probably tell, absolutely love this film. This is a fantastic movie. One of the best that I've seen in a long time. And it really goes to show that South Korean cinema, regardless of the genre, they're just putting out some of the best stuff out there. And I highly recommend that you watch The Call. And so if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my South Korean or international film reviews, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.